got 3 minutes once I roll this video. I just gotta make sure this goes live and it's all cool. That's there. Ooh, yeah. Because the mics are muted right now. Yeah. Especially for the smoking.
These cool little spots up in here, though.
Right?
You got the best location, too.
Dude, this shit's the jug and a half. And especially, too, like, because I was about to say, like, once you actually drop any of your shit, anytime you want to come back through, dude, just let me know. Because, fucking, we got all this shit and, fucking, we definitely ain't, like, I try to be doing this shit every single fucking Sunday. And so, like, right now, it's dope.
We also wanted to pay our homage the best way we know. We just wanted to share it with everybody. You know, his family, his children, everybody that's been a part of Southern Rush, all the musicians that he influenced.
It's bigger than rap.
Definitely.
I'ma hit it back off the top of mine. Never mind where I get it at. Lit, zip tied, living life where it's bringing that. I'ma start singing for the lies, no one's singing that. I'ma start slanging mine, fully pitching that. Feel like a rewind, Nick and dime till I split the pack, split the backwood, split the switch in half. Lit it, I hit it fat in the trap. Purple car, stir the car, flip it, yeah. Purple tats, lit collage, get the fawns up. Picks to the road, chasing gold that they want struck. In a hall of dope, man, I'm fucked up. Sucked up, sniffing off my hoes, reminisce on these sauce crush. I was on the dope, shooting shots on the road, man. Yeah, I came in high like the pot on the stove, man. I'ma spill the game, they gon' fly by the drove, yeah. If you got results, then I got something cold, yeah. Here we are, we made it. We made it, here we are, we made it. Do petty do shit. I'm almost 40, scissor 40. See you wear with that 40, with that Glock. Looking shorty, ass fat like a corgi. Come support me like a long boy. This is dumb hard and I was, yeah. Write a little song. Since I was a little mom, listening to Lil Jon. That's the type of shit I'm always Lil Jon flow. Yeah, I'm stealing. Pull up with the drama in the hair. I look Korean. Dick made a cry. Lives in the line. Lives in the sky. Fist full of diamonds, drip in my spine. Face will remind us a taste of a lie. Wasting my time, displaced like a leader. Chasing Medina. All the sands on a ghost dance on a. By chance on an apple on a cat quarter. Happiness week, companions just stacked in that order. On on.
That's off, that's on, camera's live.
This is in frame right here, this is my spot.
Yup. Mics are live. Mics are hot. Bing bang boom. Murderverse Radio. You raggedy fucking bitch. New Kings of Late Night. How are we all doing? I'm your host, Ryan Watkins. Tantrum's gonna be joining us here in a minute. He's out fucking either getting some vending machine food or training the fucking lizard. Tonight, though, we have a very special guest with us. If you fucked with our old rendition of Murderverse Radio, you would know who this man is. To my left-hand side.
100.
Who are you, my guy?
Yo, what's good with it, man? My name's Quen. Check me out. AKA your mom's favorite rapper. AKA. What's my other AKAs? I need more AKAs, y'all.
We all need more AKAs in our life, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we fucking, you know, once we kicked up and started making the new edition of fucking Murderverse Radio, the thing that I wanted to do the most was reach out to everyone that's been on the last show. That Jesus, you guys came to my fucking living room to do this show.
Hey,
it's
man,
like
I'm glad to see y'all doing it, man. For real, I'm glad to see y'all rocking with it.
Thank you.
And
So
to see the progression too.
Right?
We only getting stronger.
Only getting stronger. So it is all the more right just to bring you back in here, especially because I know you got some new music coming up out on the horizon.
Oh yeah.
And I definitely just wanted to kind of like do another rehash, because we got some new folks now that be watching. Maybe not everybody's as familiar with the boy.
Yep, I feel you.
We met though fucking at a battle rap event because you were there just performing. You weren't there battling. You were just there performing. It was at the Study. R.I.P. All the real ones know what that fucking the magic of that place was.
Study was the shit, man.
And you blew everyone else. I mean, definitely everyone that I know that was there. It wasn't many of us, but all of us that were there were very impressed by your performance because it was one of those things where you just handled yourself like a professional. Like it was a true performer because it was like. It's one of those things where it's like if you can't perform in front of fucking 15 people, you don't deserve 1,000.
Not only that, look, you coming in front of some battle rappers too. You know what I'm saying? These aren't just regular people. These are people that are gonna hear your bars and they're gonna motherfucking interpret that shit. They're gonna break that shit down. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different listener. Yeah. So I mean, really, you kind of do gotta step your game up in a way. I mean, you amongst your peers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
no, it's very much like when I go do an open mic, like half the crowd's comedians.
See, and that's the thing though too, because like that's a whole nother passion in itself. But to be able to go do that, I mean, I feel like if you can make other comedians laugh. Shit, you probably gonna kill the.
So the thing is like yes and no. It depends. It depends on the kind of laugh and like if you do enough, you can kind of tell. Right. Because it's like sometimes they're laughing at you. Like a lot of the times they're laughing at you because you don't really know what you're doing yet. Right. Or like in my case, I guess like I'm kind of too like I kind of go for the throat a little too much. I guess to where it's like they fucked with it, but they're like, I don't know, man. It's one of those things where it's like. You're not really going to get the average person on your side telling them abortion jokes and shit like that. Bro, but I'm like, hey, I don't give a fuck.
I've seen what you've done though. Like I've seen like what you posted, a few of the things that you posted. You know what I'm saying? I would say, hey man, just keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Be true to yourself. And I feel like you do that. You know what I'm saying? And there's a market for that. There's people that enjoy that.
Absolutely.
And sometimes they may not be in that room. Like one time I performed in front of a room of old people. And I had to give them a disclaimer before I performed because I didn't know when I went there. They didn't tell me it was going to be like at a rec room somewhere.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? And there's old people right there. And there's just, it's very urban. You know what I'm saying? The music was very urban. And I had to give them a disclaimer like, look, you're about to hear some stuff. But sometimes you have to speak in a certain language. You want certain people to hear it. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what it is.
And I mean, like, and that's all it really takes is shit like that is because there's not really, I don't know, like, how can I really, I'm not really sure, like, what the right word is, but I feel like you can really kind of get everyone into anything pitched it in the right sort of way, if that makes sense, like, no matter what it is, because, like, I know, like, especially, like, it's probably older people, like, from the outside looking in, if you're just like, oh, yeah, hey, we got some rap music going on, it is what it is, kind of shit, then they'd be like, fucking, kind of shit. Right. But, it's like how you were just saying, like, everything like how you just pitched it right there to where.
I just had to tell them right away, like, look, this is what I'm doing,
We got fucking Tantrum making his benevolent return.
My dude, Tantrum.
Hold on. Yeah. Boop.
Fuck is good, everybody.
All right. No, yeah, we fully in this thing now. I was just going over with Quen on kind of like how the first time we got introduced to each other at the battle rap event at the Study.
Talking about performing in front of old people.
Yeah, just kind of just being gentlemen, talking about fucking gentlemanly things out over here.
You know what's crazy though? Ryan is fucking. One time I went to pick up my kid from school, right? And she brought this little kid out with her. His name was Johnny, and she's like, hey, Dad, Johnny doesn't believe that you're a rapper, so rap, right? And I ain't have nothing. You don't have nothing for kids,
Right.
Because like I was saying, you got to play to certain audiences. You got to play to their.
I just hate that type of shit, though, too, because it's like when you have a skateboard in your hands, and someone's like, dude, kickflip.
Do a trick.
Do a trick.
Exactly, yeah.
But you're
agree.
saying
But for you, like I'm saying, as far as like comedians and humor and shit, for you, it's hard. You can't do that you can't play a room. I don't feel like you have to just go with your shit and go with it. You know.
for the most part, for sure. Like, there's people I've seen that are really good about like. They're as with music, comedy has a lot of different disciplines, and there's guys that are very prepared, like myself. Like I'm very much following a script.
Right.
I can kind of freestyle, I can kind of shoot the shit with the crowd, but my whole shit is like I'm such a dickhead with my relationship with me and my audience, because for me it's like,
Good, Pixie.
no, you want this. Like, you don't even know you want it yet, and I'm just gonna give it to you. You need to shut up and fucking listen. To where it's like other guys are way better about like it's like a conversation, but
That's kind of how I am. I see it
you
as
know,
a challenge. Especially
yeah.
like if I'm performing and I see someone not paying attention, then I'm just talking to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to only you now because I want you to hear me. You know,
I've had to learn to do that too, especially because it's like at an open mic, you're definitely not trying. I'm not really trying to impress the comedians at this point. So it's like if I see one person that's in this bar that's not here to tell comedy, oh, you're getting like my full fucking attention.
I feel you. Though.
And it's played out in my favor because fucking one night I was at Woodham's, killed it at an open mic. It was only comedians in the crowd except for this one woman that walked in who like was a car salesman or saleswoman. And she's my age. She's great looking. She was with a friend of hers.
Right.
And they were just like taking a break from work. Happened to just be there for my set. So I'm like zoned in on them. Grab a great set. They fucking follow me on Instagram. And it's
That's
just
love.
like, but it's just like,
that's love.
but you know, to bring it back full circle though, it's just like, that's what impressed me about you when I first met you, because it's just a matter of like, you know, you got to like a true artist is just it's like, no, I'm gonna make it a show for the ones that are here to have a show or watch a show. You know, and it's like sometimes that's either 2 people, sometimes that's 2,000 people, and it's like you don't deserve 2,000 if you can't do it for a couple.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I totally feel that, man. And it's humbling too. You know what I'm saying? Because I have performed in front of fucking thousands of people, and I have performed in front of fucking 2 people. You know,
I mean,
what I'm saying?
let's on some real shit. It's harder to do it for less, like because there's people that get onto these like festival shows who don't really like hit their local shows. They don't have like shows locally coming up. They just go onto these festival shows. Maybe it's like a big group of their homies and shit,
right?
And they all throw in on a fucking pay to play situation. And it's like you go on stage with like a big group of your homies, and there's already a crowd full of people who aren't really there to see you. They're just there to get fucked up and listen to anything.
Exactly.
And then like you start to have a fucking feel away about yourself, but you never really built that foundation.
Right.
And that's like my biggest thing is like I try to like if someone does that happen to ask me, because it's like I'm not nobody. I'm no master of fucking nothing here, but anybody that like asks me of what you fucking How do you get into anything? And it's just a matter of just staying humble and just fucking.
I feel you, and
doing the thing.
You do know some things because I feel like certain things start off as an idea, and we manifest things ourselves. Like this right now, us having this conversation here, this all started off as an idea somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And if you're gonna make this shit come to life or not, now that shit's up to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you fucking. Like I said, man, it's good to see progression as well. Like, but you knew I'm gonna start this shit. I'm about to do this shit, and like I said, not only that, you put it on for other people. You put it on for the culture. It's a platform.
No, this show has changed so much of my life already in just the span of a year. Like in the span of a year, like this started in our living room, and now it's like here in this studio, and it's like. It was great to do the whole, it was great to announce it. It's real fun and easy to do the rollout of some shit, right? It's real good to be like, oh, hey, we're about to do some shit. Right. And now here we are, episode 7, and it's like, oh, yeah, you have to really, you said that you're going to have a fucking show once a week. Yeah. You got to really, and I'm not saying that in like, oh, brother kind of way. It's more so of like, oh, this becomes a different beast after that.
Right,
like,
exactly.
but that's like the basis of any idea is like how you're saying. It's just like, you can come up with anything you want as long as you fucking can manifest that shit.
It gets a life of its own, and that's kind of where I'm at right now too, with like a lot of my music and just being creative. A lot of the creative shit I want to do is, we're at a point right now where I'm like, I can always I'm always gonna make music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like I just have to make sure I'm doing it in a way that I'm gonna appreciate first and foremost, and going forward, hopefully, even more people can be aware of it and push it as much as I can, but and grow that way, grow organically.
Yeah.
You know.
Where do you feel like is there like a particular place that like this comes from, or is it like many different things? Like, cause you like, I know people that want to like rap and want to have like make music, and it's more so just kind of getting lost or like kind of just a hobby thing.
Like
But
an escape.
I feel like you have like a specific kind of goal within your music.
Yeah.
As far as vibes and just like a general like what you want to convey to people.
I feel I appreciate that too, but it's like when I think about it now, like before it was about fucking wrecking shit. It was about competition. It was about I'm better than fucking everybody else. You know what I'm saying? But then as I started doing it more, I started realizing how music can change people, how it can affect people, how it can have like deep ass impressions on people and shit like that. And I was like, man, this shit's way bigger than just me. It's way bigger than just how dope I am. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where the focus changed, and it's like, man, you could really make people feel a certain type of way. I've done songs where I've seen like people cry from them. I've done songs where people like say, man, I wish my brother who died would have heard this. Or I've done songs where it's just like a funny ass song and it makes people laugh and shit. But just to know that I had that impression on somebody else, I think that's what we all want, though, right? I mean, in a way, I feel like we all want to be relevant in a way in this life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we have to find that way or that pattern or that path to find that relevancy, how we fit in this world of fucking hella fucking people.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think a lot of that, a lot of what ties into that is also the demographic you're aiming for and what you're surrounded by. You know what I mean? Because when I first got into, rap music and stuff like that, like I knew that there was like it wasn't just about wrecking shit for me in the beginning. When I first got into rap, I got into a lot of the Pac shit. You know what I mean? And like a lot of West Coast hip hop is what I grew up on and shit like that. And like the emotional fucking shit that impacts people or whatever. But when I actually started like to actually rap, and the people I was around, that was kind of in the era where like the backpacker shit was really big. So like people around me, like, and the cats that were like around my age, they weren't really trying to go for much of that emotional fucking impacting your fucking heart and head type shit. They were kind of going more for like the battle rappy type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like more on some cannabis, that type of shit. You know what I mean? And so like I kind of saw it as and from the approaches that I saw other people were taking was like, I knew that there were rappers that were capable of like, saying, making some impactful music that's like strikes your emotions and stuff. Right. But they like, in order for them to gather that audience first to listen to that, they would first come like market themselves more as like on some backpacker shit where they would come in on some wrecking type shit. Exactly. And then once they gain that audience off of that shit, then they'll start delving deeper into the art. Yeah.
There's a lot of different ways that people have done it too. Like if you look at like how 50 Cent did it, he came in fucking clowning everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, at first, and it's just like,
that's why I loved him on that Griselda shit, because it reminded me of some really old 50 shit, like that first Project 50 shit.
Yeah. I mean, I guess for me, I just know I have to be true to myself first off.
Right.
I would feel weird doing some shit where I didn't feel true to it. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, yeah.
And I have had moments like in music during this like musical journey where I have to really question myself, or I've had people that like it was just some weird ass situations. You know what I'm saying? Where I have to question my own character type of shit, which is cool because you grow from that. Like, you change and you grow and you mature.
I think that just comes with just being hella young. You know what I'm saying? And just like
True.
Growing with the art and like developing yourself, not only developing your craft but also developing and growing as a person in that process. Because like you, when I first started like getting into music, it was mostly about wrecking shit for me also. Like I would.
That's what we knew though. You know what I'm saying? The era that we came from, man. Like that's what we knew.
Because I knew I was definitely like capable of like the more deeper introspective type shit. But I was just under the impression that that wasn't what people would want to hear just off the bat, at least like in that era that I came up in. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel you.
so like I started off
It's that
I
too.
started off with that battley type of shit,
that
and
too,
that's
though.
kind of where that was born. And then like I figured that after I amassed enough of a following, I could delve deeper into my craft and start coming up with the deeper songs and
you
shit.
do see a lot of artists do that too, you know what I'm saying? But like you just said, you were trying to do what you thought people would want to hear, right?
Well, not only that, but the reason why I delved into the backpacker shit was because I also got into it too. I got into the cannabis shit. I got into the early M, and I became into it too. Like I like that shit. Like when M first came on the scene, and a lot of his wake up show freestyles got all big and shit. That was when I started to, and
I was there.
That was when I started to first really get into the backpacker
Yeah.
culture, and so like, and that was when I first started to appreciate the fucking the technical aspects of writing, like all the multi-syllabics and shit. Because like when I first grew up off of rap, like the first rap album that I've ever owned was Warren G.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Well, Regulate.
Yeah.
That was like damn near the first one of the first songs rap songs I ever heard. So like off of that shit that I grew up on at like early childhood, like that I wasn't listening for the fucking syllables in those type of songs, right?
You.
Like that didn't come until later on, when like during my high school years, where like I started to get introduced to the backpacker scene and like their culture, and like see what their lyrics are all about, and like why people are digging this person or that person. And cannabis was really big at that time. He was like king during that period.
Nah, because I used to. I mean, like if I go rewind, right? Like my parents, my dad. I mean, 80s, you know what I'm saying? They were adults in the 80s, fucking early 90s. Dad was hella into fucking funk, like George Clinton and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But also just like, hip-hop, rap, some of the rap songs and shit. And then, like, my cousins who were a little bit older than me, they were into, like, Far Side, fucking Sage Francis, fucking Eminem back in the day when he first came out. They're the ones who introduced me to M, fucking just that kind of path, like they... fucking a lot of my background is built on that, you know what I'm saying? But I always was like, I would listen to a lot of different shit all the time, just because I'm the type of person, I don't like there to be shit out there that I don't know about, I feel like this life is about flavors, whether you're eating it or drinking it or hearing it. And I hate that there's flavors out there that I haven't experienced yet. You know what I'm saying?
Big C.
Talk about
shout
it.
out Pixie.
Hey, what? Thanks, Pixie.
Yeah, I feel you on that though.
Gang. Pixie became a patron today too. That's what's up.
Word up, for real. Hey,
she hold it down for us.
Hey, I got something for y'all, man.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
While he's doing that,
what's that? What's going on?
While he's doing that, since the mic is live, people keep asking who is the random arm that's in this frame.
Oh, it's the homie, man.
Who is
you want to
introduce yourself, man?
You want to introduce yourself real quick to the folks?
Who that random arm is?
Yo, Lou. I'm Lou. Quinn's homie.
Hey, Blue.
Machine Blue, y'all.
Blue was good, Blue.
Thanks, Blue. What's up,
fucking
folks?
Blue? What's good?
Coming like a
Blue?
fucking auction in here now.
Yo, Blue.
Got
Hey,
that-
motherfucking Linus in the building. You're Linus.
What you know about it?
Welcome back, Linus.
Fuck
Welcome
you,
back to the
dog.
show.
Fuck you, dog, boy.
Gang.
Yeah, but back to your point though,
Yeah.
about flavors and shit.
But yeah, for sure, man. I just love to experience new things, new music. But like back in the day, like there was like a stigma, especially like young black male. You're only supposed to listen to certain things.
Right,
you know what I'm
right,
saying?
yeah.
Like my parents heard me listening to like System of a Down back in the day. They'd be like, "That's that devil worshiping music."
Dude,
you know?
there's some days it's like I don't hella listen to it, but there's some days out of the blue when I'm like, I really just want to listen to some
Hey,
fucking
bro.
like System of a
I
Down
still
right
listen
now.
to System, bro. I got my daughter on the System now. Bro.
Oh, that's fire! I'll run back that fucking. I can't remember. I think it was Hypnotized. That first
yeah,
one that really made him
Hypnotized,
pop.
yeah,
I'll run that music video back a lot sometimes because
Oh,
that was like
yeah.
the first time I ever seen him. Because I was just like, what in the fuck is this,
Bro,
Like that
prison-
shit blew my goddamn
Prison
mind.
song. I was like, bro, that's hella relatable for a young black male. Listen to the fucking lyrics.
You know, it's
Right.
like a really beautiful song too. That such a lonely day, and it's mine. The most loneliest day of my life. That
That's
shit's
his jam.
crazy,
Hey, that's right,
dude.
his jam right there.
That shit's crazy, dog. If you're hella high listening to that shit, driving around, you'll just want to fucking drive right into the opposite end of traffic, bro.
So
It's over.
So fucking Linus said that Quen jumped his uncle at a cookout,
Ah,
and that he drinks through a straw now.
Hey, you know what?
You want to explain something? You want to give an
Bruh.
explanation for that?
Hey man, hey, for some reason I know
Tell you-
that's not true, but I hella questioned it.
Hey,
I was like,
hey,
wait, did
and
I
uncle,
do-
and uncle for an uncle, my guy,
Yeah.
because he jumped somebody else's uncle at a cookout too. So
Facts.
uncle,
Oh,
for
damn.
uncle for an uncle.
And the thing is, like,
Hey, who's jumping uncles out here?
Fucking
Oh, man.
dog.
A whole bunch of uncle jumpers,
2020 is ruthless, bro.
Damn.
We don't even know yet.
a whole bunch of uncle jumpers
Hey,
out
man.
in this bitch.
We're only month 2 in this bitch, and we're already jumping
I know,
uncles.
huh? Uncles getting jumped.
Fucking,
man.
you need to calm
motherfucking
your fucking
uncles,
tall
man.
ass down, Linus.
Yeah, man.
With all
Hey,
You
fucking
an uncle,
12
watch your back,
with
bro.
all 12
Yo.
fucking feet of your
Straight
ass.
up, Linus, man, you should just make fucking shirts that say Uncle Jumpers on it or some shit like
Uncle
that.
jump hashtag Uncle Jumpers.
Uncle Jumpers. That should be your brand.
Like we got
Uncle
murder. Hey, you
Jumpers.
raggedy bitch. Uncle Jumpers.
Uncle
mad at your
Jumpers.
Uncle Jumpers, you raggedy bitch.
You mad at your uncle? Call 1-800-UNCLE-JUMPERS.
Yo.
Nah, Linus is the folks. Fucking, he's part of some new breed of fucking talent we're cultivating here in the
Okay,
Zay.
that's what's
I
up,
got a
man.
fucking car coming on March 14th for that fucking ass, and it's gonna
Keep
be a pretty
it pushing,
good one.
Linus, for real, man. Keep it pushing.
Yes, sir, man.
But while we're real quick before we get off your music though, you sent me this. Make sure fucking if you guys want to fucking fucks with a boy, go to Quen916 on Instagram. We're gonna take a listen to this really quickly. Hold on, I gotta put it on the screen first like a professional. There it is. Now they can see
God
it
damn
too.
it.
God damn it.
Do you remember when we first started as far as like Bar Simpson?
At your house?
Bar
Word.
Simpson.
When I drove out there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we was in the garage.
The beats
we're
was
like,
garbage.
we're like, this it's gonna sound super gritty. We just wanted to sound gritty, and then we finally moved and started working on it at the study. You know, rest in
I wasn't
peace.
even in the study there.
Rest in peace to the study. No, that was both
Shout
of
out
our
Wes
like
Craven.
kind of introductions to the study. But then we started like,
Well, I mean, yeah.
you know, working on it, and
Or
we're
like a
just
different-
trying to make it better,
Is that
We
a different
released
Wes Craven?
saying like, hey,
Yeah,
we're
that's
about to do
that's
this
the homie
project.
Wes.
Then we have to
Oh,
He
wait.
did a lot of the production.
A lot of it
I'm
was
thinking
just
like,
me trying
you
to
know,
get my shit together.
Scream.
I had to make sure I had
I
all
think
the
there's
equipment,
some
had to make sure I had the laptop and shit. And finally, we back here where we're able to shoot the visuals, get what we need in order to make this shit come to life.
That's where we're at now.
Got the product placement in there.
Do you remember when we first started?
Bam.
That's where we at now. Much
what's
love,
up,
man.
man.
Yeah, check me out, y'all. I'm on Instagram, Quen916. Check out my artist page.
I'm even gonna hit him real quick too with some. I know you said it's like some old stuff because I know you got some new stuff coming out that you said it's a little bit different because like even how we were saying, you know, evolving through the art.
Yeah. You know what they're trying to say now? They be like, "Oh, Quen, you changed up your style," and I'm like, "No, it ain't. It's not. It's just different." You know what I'm saying? It's not a style change. Like music.
We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that point.
And I'm always feeling ill, I'm ill. It's like you never know what's real. I'm forever in a drug. I caught another bug, I think I need another pill. Let me clear my throat. Homie, here's that dose until we feel like ghosts. Float till we feel like ghosts. Till we feel like
Quen916.
And I'm feeling like another guy. Undercover till I hover to the other side. A butterfly, my brother died.
Instagram.
Southern pride. My homicide, my mother cried under color skies. A purpose for this Percocet. When that bourbon isn't working yet. It's like it's urgent that you worsen it. Merging with a version of a person that's another surgeon with conversion kit. I lead then and feet first. If I'm keyed, then I sleep worse.
I never felt more like a radio show until right now.
In too deep in each verse makes a beat hurt. And my will isn't strong.
We call this
Feeling
Murderous
is right.
Radio, but we don't even play that
It's
much
real what
music.
I write when I feel in the song, but it still isn't right till I feel those pills in my palm. Because
I feel sick. Hey. Oh, I feel sick. I feel the second verse out.
this is the demons, diseases, the difference in needing a reason to pick up the pieces. I'm sick with it, freezing with symptoms and seasons. A victim of breathing, I'm seeing I'm so lost. So mad I might go off. Somebody give me his Xanarizol off. A gramming like 4 shots. I really need help. Listen, this isn't addiction. I get a prescription, physician's permission. It runs in the family, it's a family tradition. I have a condition, a crash, a collision. Or is it promising promises? Cats are collide up and kick like a rider. His body is ready to call it quits. So I'm swallowing all of it, I swear.
See, and that just sounds good. Like, y'all need to see the boy, like, perform this shit, too, one time. Like, we gotta make a video.
Oh, feel sick.
What's good, Zan Aykroyd?
Islands. You got that?
And I'm always feeling ill. I'm ill. It's like we never know what's real. I'm forever in a drug. I think I caught another bug. I think I need another pill. Let me clear my throat. Homie, here's that dose till we feel like ghosts. Float till we feel like ghosts. Till we feel like. Till we feel like ghosts. Float till we feel like.
That's Michael Muesli on the beat. That's my boy Michael Muesli out in New Zealand.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Shouts
New
out.
Zealand, okay.
Yeah, he's on the production, man. I heard that beat. I hit him up, and he was like, "Let me check out some of your shit." And I sent it to him. He's like, "We for sure could work."
Y'all doing your big brother thing, man.
Where's Old Zealand, though?
I mean, little brother, my bad. Little brother.
Yeah,
Little brother.
okay, yeah. I like that better than. But I don't know where Old Zealand is, man. You know.
Old Zealand.
Hey, New Zealand's hella crazy,
Just some
man.
dad joke.
They got hella weird names for everything, like flabby knackies and fucking flipper flappers, and
because it's like Australia, but even stranger.
Yeah, that shit's crazy, bro.
Yo, Zan
It's like
Aykroyd.
if Australians were dumped
Shouts to
in a
Zan.
fairy tale land.
Zan. Hey, that's
Hey.
love.
Zan, bro.
That's love right there.
Dog, we're actually like doing the thing on this one.
Yes,
Thanks,
sir,
y'all.
man.
Fuck y'all. Or, I mean, not fuck. I fucks with y'all, not fuck y'all.
He fucks with
Yeah,
you.
thanks for this. Thanks for the donations.
Listen,
Fuck y'all.
Fuck y'all.
No.
Yeah,
Love,
man.
man.
You're
No,
gonna
no.
ruin our fucking
Hashtag Uncle Jumpers.
donations. Yeah.
Linus
Yeah.
said every time he smoke an uncle, he gains 5 inches in height, and I believe him.
Yeah, man.
I believe him, yo.
Linus is the fucking Highlander of
I believe him,
he's
yo.
the Duncan McLeod of Uncle Jumpers.
I don't know why,
basically.
but I do.
Damn.
Hashtag Uncle Jumpers.
He's just known for that uncle jumping.
Uncle jumping.
So Zan, you like the radio station program vibe? Well, you gonna get more of it, Zan.
Bang.
All right,
Yeah.
there you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
Bang bang.
I'll give you
Yeah.
some freestyles off the tizza.
I mean, that's
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Damn, man. That usually comes with a price tag, so y'all don't know how generous he's being
I
right
got
now,
I
man.
got my notebook right here, bro.
Oh,
Let me
your
bust a
notebook?
y'all.
Okay.
I'll give y'all a verse. Or
You about to
so,
cannabis us right now?
Wow.
All right. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
I got 30 pages of rhyme in the motherfucker.
Yeah.
Hey.
Those look like
Hey.
Tom Cruise mom
Hey.
shoes.
Hey, the audacity.
The audacity.
Hey, he straight
audacity.
made history when he did that.
All right,
For
facts.
real though.
Oh
Facts,
yeah,
though,
here. I
man.
can't forget this, man. I can't forget this.
Oh, for sure.
I
What
thought
we
Frank.
got?
I thought Frank would.
We
my
could
Frank
pass
will
it to
be
him.
here.
We could pass it to him. whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I wanted to crack it with him. I never
Oh,
had
shit.
I'll be sure to give him a hard time about not being here to
What
crack that
is
with you.
that?
Yeah, man, it looks like some fucking potion of.
That looks like some
fucking-
shit
it. It's a
you.
Douce, bro.
Oh, the Douce.
This looks like some fucking fucking mana
dog.
that you get at the fucking
I seen it just like this.
after fucking fighting a druid and shit.
This looks
It
like
looked
some
like some
shit.
vampire drink
That's what I was
and
gonna
shit.
say.
Yeah,
This looks like some
exactly.
shit you like you pin down a vampire and you gotta like fucking like splash him with it.
Y'all
Or
want to
some
drink
shit.
some? I never had it.
I'll take a sippy.
Yeah.
I'll take a sippy.
Let's
Yeah,
do that.
man. That's
Gang,
all you.
gang.
That's all y'all, man.
Let's do that.
You know,
Joss-
I
Joss-
got my own drink right here.
Just because we said gang, y'all see that Hard Times headline where it was just like Andrew Yang steps out a race,
Right? Yeah.
suggests Universal go fuck yourself to every American.
Honestly, man, he should have said that.
He should have
even
said
even
Dog,
Elvis satire.
I
he should
wanted
have
to
said
see
that.
a debate between Andrew Yang and Donald Trump so fucking badly, and
Man.
we won't get it now.
I was really sad to see him drop out for real.
Bit, yeah, man, because people, ruin your day up in this bitch. RYD.
Hey.
Gang.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. He didn't get enough votes to move on or
Yeah.
whatever and shit. But it's like, you know, And the thing that's really disappointing about that is like so many people want to claim that they all about change and they want to see change and shit. Andrew Yang comes here with a bunch of fucking ideas that actually propose some real fucking change and actually like to impact you, the fucking the working class,
just the
fucking
idea,
people, like
exactly.
not on some Trump shit trying to fucking protect the rich or whatever.
Not
like,
even
whatever.
on some politician shit. He came as a normal ass person and was like, look, we could do this.
We could do this for y'all, and not enough you motherfuckers wanted to fucking vote for that. So I don't know what the fuck. What the fuck? What do you want? You know what I'm saying? Like you finally had the chance to fucking get the change that you've been asking for.
Hold on.
And then you don't even fucking.
I'm gonna let you finish, right? But we gonna talk about people not voting. How y'all not vote on that damn gas tax out here in California, bruh?
No, didn't we fuck up and like vote in favor of it? Or
we could have got rid of it. We could have voted it out last time, right? They voted, they didn't, and then they voted to raise the state tax. I'm like, what the fuck is?
I don't know, man.
Speaking of some good madness, though.
You see that? America.
America.
We can do better, America.
Nah, we can't. This is the only country where you could literally troll your way into office. That's literally what the president did. You know what I'm saying? He trolled his way into office, man.
Yeah, he pandered his way in.
And he was successful. I mean, so props to him for playing a system like that and playing the people, because the people are fucking idiots here. So I don't know, you know.
We got this though coming up this weekend. The Last Word. It's the last event of Chamber of Battles, but it's the first event of California GZ that Keegan is involved with.
Okay.
If y'all know Keegs, y'all know Keegs. He fucking runs, like everything I just said. I'm repetitive. Whole fucking gang of battles.
All that shit.
I think there's 12 altogether.
Yep.
It's a lot of standing.
I see King.
It's
Leo
a lot of
on
standing,
there.
King.
Damn.
Oh shit, the source on there?
Yeah.
The Source versus Ronnie.
Yep.
Maniacal versus Miggy, which is a championship. Okay, hold on. I don't think that's the way. Okay, I think you're supposed to go down, like Japanese. The Source versus Ronnie. Mad Flex versus Danny Myers. QP versus Saint fucking Bobby Lee versus Lou Cypher. Maniacal versus Miggy, which is like a 8-3-1 championship match. King Leo versus Michigan. Tino versus Digo. Robo versus Vocab. Showcase versus Conflict. Mitchell Keith versus Rick is Raw. Neff Asar versus Fate. And Eon Anpu versus Luxury Fee.
Okay.
You can't see it on the screen yet. Hold
I
on,
remember Showcase from the study too.
Yeah, exactly.
He's known for the reaches, huh?
Who?
Showcase?
No, that's 1C Slim, I think.
1C Slim is the one that's known for the
reaches.
reaches.
Yeah.
1C Slim is the reach god.
The reach, that's who I was
reach
thinking
god.
of. Okay.
Yeah, but no,
it's not Showcase. No, I do remember Showcase from it. He did battle at the study though.
Yeah, he did.
I forgot who he battled.
Yeah.
A minute ago.
Yeah, that was a minute ago, man. That was definitely a minute ago.
That's like fucking. God damn it! That's like almost 3 or 4 years ago. Son of a bitch! Time flies, folks.
It's quick, man.
Yeah,
that's why we got to do it right now. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, Blue. So the date is all twos.
All twos.
All twos. Man.
All
Just remember
twos.
that. February
22nd. 222. That's all twos for legal assistance.
Yeah.
No, that's not the number, but you guys know what I mean.
It's the last word.
On some Better Call Saul type shit.
No, it's 444. It's 444444. That's all fours for legal assistance.
Hit this? Oh, my bad, Lou.
Wow.
You had to give me the shoulder tap, like, hey, bro, you fucking up over here.
You fucking up.
You fucking up the loyalty right now, bro.
Hey, man, I'm over here. You see my shoulder over
Oh,
here.
yeah. Fucking, did we talk about that on this show? Fucking Illusion Z and Random, the addiction verse battle?
We didn't talk about
Holy
that yet.
shit.
I just came out, yeah. So Illusion Z finally made his return.
I might even play like a little bit of his second round because he said some crazy shit that made me think of some like real like straight up just like writer.
He had a lot of fucking crazy shit.
Bruh.
Illusion Z's really like tapped into his super crazy like poetic side, but it's like I like
that shit. I like that shit though.
Yeah, but it's like but he's learned to like like almost weaponize it. You know what I'm saying?
I fucks with like what people who can like visualize something or have something in their head and be able to put it out to people in a certain way.
Right. Yeah. Like to paint a vivid picture.
Right.
Illusion's really great at that.
Oh, word! I actually seen this.
You did?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, as soon as
I'm gonna just run his second real quick because he said
yeah.
some shit that like
Run
really
his second right quick.
fucking like.
Whenever you guys share stuff, I always know it's gonna be some good shit. So I always
Oh, so
watch
you?
it,
Oh, that's fire.
you know.
Rehab journal entry. A scientist who drank voodoo rangers till he wound up in a cuckoo chamber for screaming that he wanted to shoot his neighbors. Told us all at breakfast at administration canceled group after the wet brain went in the main hall and splattered poop all over the floor. A drummer that had been locked up in Reno complained about the toothless Hawaiian chef's broccoli burritos, soybean olive casseroles, vegan cheese and panadas, and sweet and sour chicken dishes Chinese as maracas. A Brazilian freak in pajamas with teeth like Barack who'd speak like Obama said he had a seizure at Jamba Juice the same night he got 86 from Mickey D's and Carrabba's. A surfer who spent his adolescence sleeping in plazas. Said he spent his 20s dry in the desert dreaming of llamas in his enemy's mouths. A smoking blueberry on that red beach in Caracas. A bikini mulata serving him pina coladas, feeding him guavas. A beat him Moana, face hooker craving needle and kava. Told me she made her sponsor eat it palabras. Said the fatherfucker told her a fourth step would wipe out all of her demons and dramas. She laughed and said Mr. Brown had made her people piranhas. A tweaked out Madonna in torn oil-stained jeans and Nirvana shirt. A Trump hat with meth breath she couldn't beat with Banaka. Screamed and ready to erupt, her blood feeling like lava. Threatened the therapist and promised she was still his Impala. A Manson clone with handlebar mustache and silver nails who still change out of the wishing wells to cop Zinfandel. Said there's a pit in hell for 13 steppers who play Yoda. An old starlet on the patio chain smoked to Virginia Slims, wanting that you wouldn't have luck if it rained clovers. That a husband had an ego the size of a Range Rover. A tweaker who put in more work for the rock than Jehovah said when that ether of a drug would take over, her mouth was a flamethrower. A copper thief who downed Cabernet Copa de Vino so they tasted like grape sodas and ate somas like Flintstones till he wound up in a 70-day coma. Told me why he worshipped the needle, how it made his veins colder. While I drank Kona, listening to Daytona on a coffee-stained sofa in a stale-odoured meeting room, staring down a fake Mona Lisa on the wall, where our counselor wrote him any day sober, we out with a Crayola.
That shit's crazy.
That shit deserves the poetry snaps, bro.
Is that what that was? I was like, what? I thought she was dropping a beat. I was like,
oh nah, man,
that shit deserves that.
Yeah, man, I'm just. Yeah, we're just making up our own bullshit beats right here. Yeah, man, we definitely gotta have
what we want because we can.
We definitely gotta have Illusion on.
Absolutely,
sometime.
especially to talk about that shit.
Yeah, we gotta talk
dude,
about
because that shit was like, it's like
major props.
It's just different. It's just different in a good way because it's a throwback, but it's definitely like he evolved his shit. So it's like he's been writing this whole time.
I fucks with a wordsmith, bro, because that's really like I have a passion in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like to be able to say something a certain way and make people feel a certain. That's kind of like where Louis know, man. Like I started off as a lyrical miracle, spiritual.
We all
you know
did.
What I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I started seeing like, I mean, that's dope to have the ability to do that. And really, that's always in me. Like anybody can get it. Believe me. Ask about me. But there's different purposes for everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
and like, especially nowadays, I want to create shit that I enjoy. You know what I'm saying? If other people enjoy it, that's fucking dope. But I gotta enjoy that shit first. And that's really what pushes me. Because if you don't like this shit, then you're not gonna fucking want to record it and go and get shoot the video and do all the fucking behind the scenes shit to promote everything. And fucking put the money in. There's a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
I love this shit.
That's something that I've been like really like, I guess like realizing and trying to like be like more. Like try to like have that as like the focus when I do anything is like ultimately like as much as I want this like whatever I'm doing to like have the reaction or like to connect with somebody, ultimately it is for ourselves, right? I mean like it's a very selfish thing.
It is,
but it's
therapeutic. I feel like it's selfless. Because honestly,
that's what I'm saying. It's selfish and selfish, right?
If I didn't
it's like
do
it does both at the same time.
I wouldn't be me. I feel like I wouldn't be me if I didn't do it, and I wouldn't be the person I am.
Yeah.
You know, or I would feel like something was missing. You know.
Well, obviously, like us being, or you specifically you right now, since we're talking about you being the independent artist, you have that luxury of being able to do that. Whereas like people that are more, higher positions, like signed. Or like people that have execs over their shoulder, like wanting them to fit a certain mold, like they don't have that.
Right.
Exactly. The trade off is that obviously they have that vehicle to like push them like to the highest heights and shit, and they get a lot more money or whatever, or like supposedly, right?
Right.
That is like, of course, like there's also the element of them getting fucked by their label, but you know, but that's a whole nother thing. But like they definitely get more exposure just because they have that machine behind
and
them.
And I always say that's the difference between people with talent and people that are pretty much famous. You know, the difference between fame and people with talent is exposure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw that girl, what's her name, Bonnie McKee. She wrote all the songs for fucking Teo Cruz and Katy Perry and shit, and she's like the songwriter. But when she came out, like, as an artist, no one was really fucking with her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But behind the scenes, she was the one, like, behind all the hits and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean,
that's how it happens sometimes. That's just how it works.
Yeah, that is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But it's just growing, you know?
Yeah.
Growing, trying to be a better person, be a better artist. And really, my whole thing was before there was too much of a compromise when it comes to, like, my art, where it's like, I can't compromise with my art. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, fuck that. This is me. Like, I got to make sure this is what I want to do. I got to make sure I'm doing this, you know? And sometimes it's hard to do that, you know? It's hard to, because it's not just you got to work with other people to make shit happen.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
But that's the thing, you know, you got to, and I got a solid group of people around me, you know what I'm saying, including you fellas over here, you know what I'm saying? Like,
likewise.
Always looking out.
Likewise.
Yeah, no, you're always welcome on the show to fucking always stop through. Especially when we were even talking beforehand.
I'm a fan first, man. Like, I mean, you know, I'm definitely serious about my music and all of that, and I'm definitely, like, looking forward to the release and everything. I got everything planned out. Hopefully, if everything goes to plan, the end of April, you know, we'll be starting the official launch of my page and shit, and really be able to get shit moving. But you know, I'm just looking forward to being able to go forward and growth and have that control. You know what I'm saying? Because before I really didn't have the control like I do now, and I can do, you know, like it's on me now. You know what I'm saying? I can do what I want now. So that's really what it is. And I'm kind of, it sucks because it's like when you're your own boss, it's like no one's telling you when to do shit. You set your own expectations. You know what I'm saying?
Well, depending on who you are or like how you are as a person, that could be a very big advantage. You know what I'm saying? Because some people are good at self-motivating themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, certain shit, I'm like this, and I know you guys have probably felt like this too. I'd rather do something the best that I can the first time than to put something out and be like, fuck, I should have done this, and this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
And so for me, I'm like, well, a lot of us like to have that complex and think, oh, people are waiting for this. People are waiting. And it's like, nah, I'm deciding what you want to hear pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to – people have this false complex of like they're Young Thug or something, and they're, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, people are not waiting for your shit to drop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Drop the shit. If it's hot, people will fuck with it. You know what I'm saying?
But
dope sells itself. You know.
But even when you drop it, it's like how you were saying. It's like it's cool to fucking like start some shit, but it's just like if you drop it, there's still a lot of work to do.
Well, yeah. Not only that. See, look, just like us, just like me, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do a video. I'm putting that shit on YouTube. It's going to go hella viral because dumb shit goes viral. And my shit's dope, so it's going to go viral. You do that shit, and you're like, oh, that's just not how it works. Well, how the fuck does this shit work?
Right.
Oh, shit, I have to do more shit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I'm paying fucking hella money for videos. I don't want to pay all this money for – I can't do it like that. Every fucking song needs a video these days. You know what I'm saying? So it's like certain shit changes. And it's for the better, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I've seen a lot of the shit that – you and Frank were doing too, you know what
I'm
saying?
Like we were having fun with that shit too. I'm definitely trying. I'm still open to anybody that wants to do videos too. It's just a matter of like people coming to me and like being like, hey, let's do this, and this thing. Because it's like I'm the guy that wants to capture things.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I'm good at the editing too. So it's like, it's more so of like, once I have the stuff captured,
right,
and I can, and if I'm let loose on being able to like edit, I can do that shit like immediately. But it's just like, people will like want to plan things and then with me and then be like, and then never, it's really kind of hard. Like I'll ask them questions by like, well, hey, when do you want to do this or this or this? And I'm not gonna really like be the most motivated to motivate you. You know, like
yeah, I feel you on that.
Yeah, because it's like
it don't work like that.
Yeah, because there's even some battlers like on this card, like not this one right here that I'm looking at, but like there's ones that are coming in that I was like trying to like do some stuff with, and then it was just all like this is all kind of like I don't know, I guess dust in the wind now. Whereas it's like, fuck, hey man, like I'm down to do whatever, but it's just like you guys got to come to me though.
My thing was like I would get into conflict with like you have a videographer, right? They're artists themselves. You know what I'm saying? I'm an artist. I have a vision of what you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So there's a compromise, and so then I'm like, I can do all this shit this guy's doing, man. I can get a camp. I can do that shit. I mean, we're
no for sure,
for sure do this shit now. So it's like, but then it's like. I have different goals and shit. Like I have a vision. Like a goal of mine is one day to do a fucking musical. Like that's really I want to make that come to life. You know what I'm saying? Like a dope ass musical. And so I know like me going towards videography and film. Like I'm going to do that. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like a balance because it's like I'm creating. I'm still fucking making music. You know what I'm saying? I still have all types of other shit to do. I try to write every single day. You know what I'm saying? So it's dope though. It's like be creative. You can do whatever the fuck you want. I say that for everybody. Do whatever the fuck you want. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
This do say smell like Hennessy.
Yeah, no, like according to our boy Mac Molly, it's the better version of Hennessy. Or at least it's not like I guess Hennessy has like wherever it comes from. He said that fucking fuck those people.
I'm not mad at it. Why?
Yeah.
Why fuck where Hennessy come from?
I think he said what is it? Because Hennessy's a cognac and like French
cognac too.
And like I forget. We'd have to have. He said it on the old show too.
Hey,
I can't
Mac,
remember.
I think it was a race
you
thing.
You have to come holler at me, Mac.
It's definitely a race thing.
Oh shit,
I think Duce
man.
was I think Jay-Z was the one who was Jay-Z the one who hit that fucking is that his shit?
No,
whatever?
Hennessy was like Jay-Z shit.
Are you sure, man?
I don't know.
I don't know,
dog.
You guys talking about Ace of Spades and the whole fucking you guys talking about fucking remember everyone was drinking Cristal? Remember? And then Cristal was like racist and they're like, nah, we don't fuck with Cristal.
Yeah,
we
see,
drink
yeah,
Ace of
that was Mac. That was Mac, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it had nothing. I
think Hennessy was in that conversation though.
Where's Hennessy at?
I don't know.
They're allies.
We gonna have to get him back on here to consult him for that.
Hennessy's allies, man. This Black History Month.
Allies.
It's February.
It's fucking February.
It's February.
Bro. It's February, man. Black
if you watch, shout out to Floating with Flo. When I was actually trying to put this on the screen, I like accidentally put a fucking like it was like an Adult Swim ad. Like I accidentally put a big ass picture of Flo show on there real quick. That comes on this channel Monday nights 9 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Counterproductive. This channel right now is just kind of going through like we're becoming like a fucking like Fox or NBC
we're like a
or some
network.
shit. We're becoming a network now.
Network.
We're a network within a fucking app within a fucking thing. Where it's like what is it? What is that movie where it's like I'm a fucking thing within a thing within
the fourth
a thing?
wall?
I forget. I don't know. Anyway,
that just reminds me of I'm just a dude playing another dude.
That's what I was thinking. Like that's what I was thinking. I'm
Tropic
just a dude
Thunder.
playing a dude playing another dude.
That's Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder.
I've been having this on the screen though for the folks for a minute.
That's a thing.
Because I like to shamelessly plug my shit.
Oh, there you go.
Saturday Night Bots. It's a series of battles that I'm throwing here at the fucking studio.
I saw that. Congratulations on that too. You know what I'm saying? Doing your thing.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Boss man.
It's one of those things of like
he'll still cook you. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
Well, he said, "Yeah, you know I will."
It's like this, man.
Under my belt.
So, like, because Dan's still involved, and he wants to like still definitely be involved in like booking the big events. But we're trying to do a thing now as like being focused on all the small things and like going back to the roots of the shit, building up talent.
Yeah.
And he doesn't really want like hold on. I'm rolling on the shit.
Adjustment.
Yeah. He's fucking like how can I say this? Like we don't really want to bring in a lot of outside talent for like no fucking reason. You know
I
what
feel
I mean?
you.
If we do bring in somebody that's like a big name, it should be at like an end of the year kind of like we should have like our own like, and that's why like I've been like getting involved as much as I can and trying to get like inject the fucking pro wrestling angles as much as possible, because it's like, yeah, dude, we focus on our own shit all throughout the year, and at the end of the year or at the beginning of the year we have like our own WrestleMania type shit, and that's where we can have a big name or two for people that have been coming up through our ranks and been fucking putting in the work and all that shit. And like we've been saying it all the fucking time, this belt is starting to be kind of this isn't a thing where it's like you get this and you just all of a sudden just get fucking big ass names and you're a champ and you get to do all this, and it's more so of like a kind of a trophy of what you've done throughout the year and shit.
Right.
So like starting with this event, I'm gonna have another event in April. There's gonna be 2 more events after that. 4 events throughout the year. Performance of the night dictated by the fans, or voted on by the fans. Those 4 guys enter into a tournament. Fucking bing bang boom. Get a champion at the end of the year, and at the end of the year card we get some big names.
There you go.
And that's how we're trying to do the shit.
That's dope, and that's
starts, really and the road to the fucking belt starts here because the belt's been vacated.
It's organic, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
not on some.
You should make a documentary called "Road to Bots Belt."
I should.
Road to the Bots Belt.
You guys didn't hear that shit, you raggedy bitches. But yeah, no, this shit. We're trying to make this just more so for like at the end of this year, I want someone to have this belt that no one fucking expected whatsoever. You know what I mean? But wouldn't be mad when it's there because, you know, whatever they've done throughout this year, they fucking proved themselves. And then, you know,
I fucks with that.
We keep saying like this should be a thing where it's like you get it and then you go on. You know, that's like if you've had this, now that's like us being like, hey, we cultivated this person, they became our champion. Now they can go on, you know, URL, fucking Ground Zero, King of the Dot, whatever the fuck, RBE, whatever the fuck have you. But this shouldn't, you know, this kind of got away from us as far as like what the intention was behind the belt, especially what the Moist Mob intended.
There you go.
I have unfortunately given myself a Cody Rhodes stipulation on this. I can't go for this shit.
That's true.
Because now that I'm like really like booking much of the cards, like I think it's kind of goofy to like try to give myself the best opportunities in that way. I say all of that to say I'm still down to battle, and because Dan's doing the big events, I can still have an opportunity to battle here and there.
You just can't have a conflict of interest.
When
it comes to the belt.
It can't like the way I have to like kind of choose how I do shit as far as like being in a battle has to be a little bit different now. I mean, like the boy Laughingstock fucking called me out, so that's fire. I'm gonna try to do that for sure. That's gonna be fun. And but that's true. We're trying to shade up just kind of change the landscape here at fucking Bots.
So definitely, so Pixie definitely got something on her hands right there when she called it a Botsumentary.
Botsumentary.
That should definitely be a thing.
Hashtag Botsumentary.
Shout outs to
flame emoji.
Shouts to
Champ gets a paid vacation to Botswana.
Shouts to Assad. I don't know exactly how I'm the Bots J Black, but
Bots.
Hey. Yeah, no, we fucking doing the thing. Yeah, this fucking card, Zook versus L-Dog, Black Cloud MC versus Luxury Fee, Linus versus Conflict, Sasquatch Josh versus Ohms.
I feel how like emo drinking is like I got like.
Why?
Make sure you guys tune in March 14th, live and free on this channel, because you know, like we said, this channel is like fucking. We're like Fox for fucking battle rap now.
You see it.
Out of all the networks, I don't know if
because we're the most offensive, Tantrum. We say the stupidest shit. That's why.
Yeah,
because we besmirched the channel. That's why. So I had to think of whatever the most besmirched channel was.
Fox is, and we're like too influenced by politics and shit to ever be like objective about anything.
Exactly.
I feel you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Straight out of Boston. Facts.
Straight out of Boston.
Facts.
Oh, love.
Bro, fuck off, man. You should make those shirts for us, man.
Oh, speaking of,
it's been a great fucking episode.
Hey, speaking of shirts, man.
What
I knew I was coming here.
What you got,
man? Oh shit! This motherfucker just pulling out
some
all
treats,
kinds
man.
Of shit,
man.
You about to bring out one of those little shirt guns that.
Are you able to pop the top off of that thing again? Of the thing?
Oh, what's that right there, man?
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How do you?
Oh, you just right here.
Oh, I'm retarded.
Oh, you thought that you supposed to take the cork out with your finger?
I just because at a distance, I just seen the cork. So I was like, did you just put the cork all the way down in there?
Yeah, man. He just used a lot of fun.
I was like, I'm not down to drink a whole bottle of Douce right now. Hey. Oh, that's fire.
There you go.
Those are fire, dog.
Yeah,
I wish I had my
man.
fucking Ryan Your Days fucking Zay shirts with me.
I got something else for you.
Nice.
Dog, these are fucking fire, bro.
Who is Quen?
Now these,
Yo, I like
it's
this.
hella weird. I haven't listened to this shit since I made it, but I don't know if a lot of my people, they'll remember.
What is this?
It's a project
Dog.
called AWACS, right? And I wanted to do it as like an alias project where no one knew who it was, but like it's fucking weird, man. If you like weird shit, yeah, it's on a USB.
Dog,
you know what I'm saying?
This
right
is
here?
clever as
This is fucking crazy,
fuck,
genius
dude.
marketing right here.
AWACS.
Bro,
It's
that's
like
from,
it looks almost like it's an 8-track fucking cassette tape.
Louis, what year was that, bro? That was, hey, I swear to God, that
pop
shit
it
was from
open.
like five years ago.
Pop it open. We got fucking
This
stickers.
is a USB.
We got
One
cards.
for Frank too, man. Make sure Frank.
Absolutely, dog. Dog, thank you very much, my guy. Look at
man.
this Lego,
Good
man.
looking out for this, man.
USB.
Oh, and you got more. Okay, shit.
Bro.
We
I
should
know-
we should have
no
you
one
on
listens-
every week.
No one listens
Dog.
to CDs no more, but I do keep these.
I
as,
still
like,
listen to CDs.
collectibles. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, I got one of these up in my closet to be real. But these are from me and Wes Craven. Bar Simpson. It's the next project that's gonna drop. That's me and him. That's our first project together.
Fuck
What's
yeah.
up, bro.
But
Thanks a
I
lot.
just
Much
know that shit right there is no one's gonna have it. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit's.
Dog, this means a lot, actually. Cause like,
Let's check that shit.
I've been coming across, like, you know, just doing the more battle rap shit. Like I have CDs from a bunch of different people that it's just like, that shit like means a lot to me, period, because it's like I hold on to them regardless, because it's like one day I'm gonna pop through them all and be like, holy shit,
it's an
I got fucking
experience,
Lou
bro.
Cypher CD, I got a Sasquatch Josh CD.
It's an
It's
experience,
like
bro.
like that's some shit I can't just fucking go get somewhere. You know, like
Yeah.
I just said, like I can't just fucking go cop this anywhere. Like
Nah, yeah,
this is
exactly.
fucking this means a lot, my guy. Thank you.
Yeah,
welcome.
much
All this
respect.
stuff,
Hey,
man.
thanks a lot for these, man.
Yeah,
we
dude.
should have you on the show
We should have
every
you on
week
every week.
to be getting us
No.
gifts every fucking week. This is
Absolutely.
fire,
I had to
bro.
lace my boys up, man. You guys always show love, man. Make sure you guys had something. Because I'm telling you, once I drop this, the channel's there already. Hit on my channel. It's on YouTube. This is Quen. Just all one word. I don't know
Yeah.
why I did it like that. Oh, and my IG page on IG is Kunta Quentin.
Kunta Quentin.
Kunta, Kunta, Quen, Quen, 10, 10. Why do we do that, you guys?
Wait,
Why do we do that?
Do what?
this isn't your IG page? Or you have another one?
I got another one. Yeah,
Let me
that's
put
like-
that
that's
one in
me.
real quick, and I'll just put it on the screen real
Yeah, no, that's
fast.
me. That's me. But yeah, the one where it's like me doing shit, like with
Ah,
music.
ha, ha.
That's the boring page. That's like me going.
That's
to
the boring page? There's like a.
What you mean,
this
man?
man got like a backdoor page, like a speakeasy?
This guy said backdoor page.
How do you
That's
spell
the
it?
normal page. Kunta Quen, like Quen, and then the number 10.
Ah, ha, ha, ha.
Yeah.
Dog. Oh, I'm following that. Cool.
Kunta Quen. There you
Let me
go.
put this on the screen.
That's very
For
So
the
that's a
raggedy
bunch of-
bitches.
That's a bunch of performances. Like if you look, there's a bunch of performances. I'm just like in the dark rapping.
This guy Super Big Hungry said, "Sell me one. I own about 4,000 CDs." So you got another customer right there,
got
bro.
you.
Bang.
I got you, bro.
Ether, reach a reaper, jump the feet first, blunt a reefer, and lights up, but it's nice to meet her. My mama had the ice pick inside her piece purse. We run from reapers when the streets hurt, millimeters. Keep your peepers on the heaters, either that or catch your partners and your people in the freezer. When they ski start, when they ski skirt. I would love to say I made it to the top, but I try to keep it cool cause they hate it when you're hot. So I fire up some endo till my eyes are, and if life's an instrumental, I'm just waiting for the drop. My brain is raining, I'm just waiting through the thoughts. And I faded till I painted in the plot. When I was wasted, I just paid it to the clock. Eyes are vacant, but I'm native to the block. It's like we're braided in the knot. In my mind, I kept it dated in the box. When I was 9 and I was skating in the lot to be a kid again. And I'm really on my again. I think it's dope. I didn't die. I couldn't say I didn't win an engine for the Benjamins. Ether, reach a reaper.
Fuck yeah. That was great.
There you go, man.
Yeah,
let me shake your hand right quick
follow
for
the
that
boy.
shit, man. Let me
Follow the
shake your
boy.
fucking
Kuta
hand, bro.
Quinn
Much
10.
love, man.
Yo, that shit,
love.
bro.
This is our
right
guy.
there, bro.
That was at
He
Oak
fucks with
Park
Ducks.
Brewery, man. That was fun. That was a fun
Fuck
show.
Yo,
with us, fucks
so,
with him.
So Super Big Hungry. The first
Shout out to Chris Jones.
the first thing that he gave us was this. Well, first of all, it came in this box, right? And in this box is some stickers. Are these stickers?
Yeah, some stickers.
Some
let me
some
tell y'all the
stickers
dopest. Hold on.
and a USB.
Let me tell you the dopest shit. So look, this dude hit me up, right? I forgot where he actually hit me up from. I don't even remember, but he's from France, and he translated all of his messages to me to English. So I hella got much love to him. You know what I'm saying? And so he wanted to do an album, right? And he's sending me all these beats, and I was like, man, I want to do something hella different though, but I don't want people to know it's me because the voice is going to be changed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I was doing it, but then I came across like, how am I going to promote this shit? And it would be hard to promote it. Like, look at me promoting for someone. They know everyone would know it was me. So I was like, I just got to drop it. And it's dope. It's like my daughter at a super young age is telling this story pretty much. And then it's the story of an alien. You know what I'm saying? And so you got to listen to the story and shit. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Hella days ago. But it was dope. Me and the dude from France, W, that's the homie, man. If you listen to that shit, you'll notice like the beats is fucking crazy. And when I listened to it maybe a year ago. I was like, man, I was on some weird shit then, you know. But honestly, a lot of people remember it, and a lot of people are like, when are you gonna do another one? And even homie, eventually it's gonna happen, you know. We'll do another one, but. Yeah, man, it's an experience.
Where can people go to find that and peep that if they want to?
So that's AWACS, man. So if you search Quen, Quen 916, and AWACS, AWAQS.
And Quen is QUEN, by the way.
QUEN, yep, 916. But yeah, man, fucking, it was just a dope ass fucking. Experience.
Make a kid's book.
Bandar said make a kid's book. Hey man, it kind of fits, yeah.
Now you know what's crazy is we were trying to get it all animated, but it was gonna take too long, and then we were talking about a comic book. So now a lot of things change. So hopefully, you know, eventually we'll be able to touch back on that shit. But I'm definitely just trying to stay creative with everything. Got hella shit planned going forward. You know what I'm saying?
I've never seen something like this before, and it makes like all the sense in the world. Like, cause like even if you didn't want to like necessarily do the USB and only the cards and like have like a smart can code or something like that, just having like the presentation of something.
That's
like,
the point.
I'm so much from the era of like the first music thing I've ever owned was a cassette. Yeah. Like, and not that I'm like old enough to really know that era. That's just like I was broke.
Though, right?
I was just growing up broke, and like the first, I was like 5 or 6. First thing I had was the Men in Black fucking soundtrack on cassette.
Yeah.
But it was just like, it was the whole thing about
experience.
Just,
you know,
I don't know,
open
like
it up, you see it.
Especially like having the lyrics. Like that's another thing.
I would read
the lyrics, yeah, same, Like because I had a couple CDs throughout my life too, where I like loved the booklets because before the internet really like so. I mean. I don't know, not before the internet. I grew up with it, but it was like it wasn't like on demand the way that we have it now. So it was like I can go home and have the lyrics, but it's like if I was in my dad's car fucking listening to the song, what we had right then and there was the fucking CD case was in the fucking glove box. Pop up in the fucking booklet and read the lyrics along if I didn't know a certain word.
And then there'd be like art. There'll be like album art and shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know this about me too. I mean, they know, Quen, he does hip hop music and this and that, but like they assume that I listen to only hip hop, and it's like a stigma almost, or just like a stereotype in a way, but I listen to so much different music, you know what I'm saying? But I listen to like metal a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
no, you know what? As an actual like musician or as a person who does music, it's important to delve into other genres other than your own. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm glad I did. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like it's almost a requirement, actually, really, to just open your mind to a whole bunch of different genres to you know, to not just be stuck in your own box and just kind of be able to artistically expand yourself and grow. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Because
for
like
real.
you know, even back in the day, you know, like I remember like Pac, you know, he had this talk with Suge Knight, you know, back in the day, and Suge was kind of putting him on game, like, you know what, you gotta listen to the, you know, this like he got Pac on the Bee Gees. You know, and you know, Pac in the beginning was like, "What the fuck is this?" And then Suge was like, "Yeah, nah, man, you got to give it a chance. You got to listen to the different shit to really kind of like, you know, develop. You know what I'm saying, as an artist and shit." And,
that makes hella sense too.
And like, yeah, man, he was like, he got him on that shit, and he, you know, he became, you know, he got into it.
You become
know what I mean?
more cultured in a way.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I hate. I mean, one of my favorite bands is Tool. That's probably my all-time favorite.
Oh,
band.
that's right. I fucking
I'm a huge
No,
Tool
we
fan.
I remember we
You know what
connected
I'm
over
saying?
that too.
So fucking. I mean, Tool fans are known as being like hella pretentious and shit. You know what I'm saying?
How did you fuck with the new shit? I haven't really fully listened to it because I was seeing that Fear Inoculum was like fucking, you know, 30 years long. And I was like, oh, it's another one of those like fucking, you know, what is it, Hooker with the Penis? That's like another like 14-minute song of theirs or some shit like that. I was like, oh, it's another one of those things. I was like, I'll check it out in a minute. I have to be like really high for some shit like that.
Hey, it's one of those things you just got to experience, you know. And once you, like, for me, I was one of those dudes, like, I was totally against anything that wasn't rap at one point. I was like, that's trash. I don't want to hear no Thunder Rolls. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to hear it. You know, so, I mean, with a lot of that shit, can you imagine going from hip-hop music, right? Like, fully, like, Jurassic 5, Far Side, Nas, Busta Rhymes was my favorite artist back in the day, you know what I'm saying? To going to fucking System of a Down, you know?
Yeah.
Which was kind of my crossover, and then going to, like, some Tool, which was like, whoa, what the fuck is this? Like, whoa, this is different. This is way different from what I'm used to, you know what I'm saying? So, no, it's interesting, man. I feel like if you don't go, that's what life's about, man, exploring and looking at different shit and experiencing different shit, man. If you don't, you just being a hella boring-ass human being.
Yeah, I mean, even how the music industry became, you know what I'm saying, like, really took a page from that, because look at like the type of crossovers we have now, right? Remember there was a fucking song by Bone Thugs and Phil Collins?
Yeah.
Like, you would have never seen that.
Me and Louis, bro, was just bumping Thug World earlier the other day.
Like, you would have never seen something like that, like, way back in, you know, like, you know, or like yeah, and even Tupac and Madonna did a joint.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, and the thing is, like,
you want to take it back, like Blondie and fucking Fab Master Freddy, Fab Five Freddy and Blondie back in the day.
Oh yeah,
that was like super.
And see, the thing is, like, things like that were super rare, right? But nowadays you see a lot more of that happening, like a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Which is why,
kind of reminds me of this shit right here a little bit, just like as far as like blending the whole shit. Hold on.
Oh yeah, let's go. That's one hell of a transition right there.
How's it gonna drop though? Hey.
And that's the magic of
fucking
being well versed in your music. Oh shit, sorry.
So, and that's hella crazy because you don't ever see like a transition like that, right?
No,
like when
you
he's playing straight
really
country
don't.
and then goes straight into Too Short, fucking
seamless.
But that's how my playlist is now, bro. It's fucking crazy, man.
Oh yeah, no, for sure, yeah.
No,
like
if you
I have a whole bunch of crazy,
if you grew up in
weird
the
ass
Central
shit.
California, you would appreciate the fuck out of listening to that right there, because that's like that. I told these guys, I sent that to like a group chat. I was like, this perfectly explains my childhood, like outside of like there's not a Power Ranger in this video. But like just the whole fucking like music taste, as far as like hearing the both growing up with that shit, like
the crossover.
But it's like a lot like what you're saying. It's like if you don't open yourself up to as much as possible, you're just limiting yourself.
Yeah, man. There's all types of shit out there, man. And just imagine you could be missing out on the best flavor there is for you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
or even if like not even necessarily the best one flavor, but like could be the best flavor for you that you need right now. You know what I'm saying? That you wouldn't be able, because like sometimes like I'll maybe go through some shit in life where like, and I'll be in a certain mood for a certain type of song or whatever, or a certain type of some things, like musically, like I'm in a mood for a certain something, but like I can't get that from like a rap song, you know what I'm saying, or like something I can't really get from like this or that specifically, so I had to venture out into something that I don't normally listen to. So, or like I don't normally bump on the regular.
You know what I've been doing?
Hashtag bump on the regular.
Bump on the regular.
Yo, that implies so much. Sorry.
What I've been doing a lot lately is like, a lot of times like these days especially, it's like content's hella important to me because like I said, I got to stay true to myself.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, I want to make dope shit, but I also don't want to make fucking thoughtless shit. Like, my shit has to be thoughtful. There has to be a reason and purpose behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I've noticed, like, the trend of, like, a lot of the shit that I've been writing lately has been, like, a song about, like, narcissism. But, like, in a way, it's, like when you, if you hear it, you know, you'd be like, damn, this song's dope. But then you'd be like, well, why is it? You know what I'm saying? Either you agree with it or you don't, you know? And then, like, it's just like shit like that, though. It's like, it's a dope song, though. When you hear it, it sounds like just a dope song, but when it's also thoughtful, you know what I'm saying? So it makes you consider shit, you know?
Yeah.
And so that's kind of like the direction I'm going. Like, I know it has a purpose. It could still be fun. It could still fucking slap, you know what I'm saying? But that's kind of the direction I'm going with everything, because it has to be for a reason.
Exactly.
And then not only that, it's like, I got good homies, you know, I got good friends and families. They ain't gonna let me do some shit or say some shit that just ain't genuine or it's not true to myself.
Right.
Or they gonna correct me if I'm wrong, you know what I'm saying? So I always try to stay true to that too. I mean, your vibe is your tribe, or your tribe is your vibe, and all that shit, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck yeah. You know, tomato, potato.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel you on that, man.
You hit this Douce again.
Yeah.
Is it Douce? Am I saying it right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. I mean, that's pretty much how we've heard it be.
That's how I've heard
I feel like,
we've heard it be used.
I feel like if you put money on it, you can call it whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Give me that juice.
That D juice.
Deuce. No, yeah, drop that deuce, man.
The deuce.
Drop that deuce in your mouth, Ryan.
Deuce boys.
No, but I definitely get what you're saying. As far as staying true to yourself, man, because like even just going back to what you said before about, you know, like this is eventually something that you're gonna have to like promote, and it's really hard to promote something you're not proud of.
Bruh, Bar Simpson, I'm working on everything's done. This is my thing right here. In order to do what I need to do, I need to set certain things up the right way. It's not like I could just shoot a video, drop a video type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's ways that you got to do this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Strategery, as George Bush once said.
And when you control your own shit, it's like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And I'm you know, I'm making it happen. I have my own schedules and my own shit set up in my head and shit. So going forward, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, like I said, you know, it's just making it happen.
Yeah, manifest and execution.
Also, like have you heard of those bands where you know they'll make a hit song, you know, for like the radio or whatever, and like ends up being like really big. It ends up being the song that they're known for or whatever. Yeah. But the band actually fucking doesn't even like that song all that much.
There's a lot of them like
that. But like they'll be forced to perform that song over and over and over again, even though like to the point where they fucking hate it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even fucking like this song, but I'm gonna have to. That's their money maker though.
Oh yeah.
And that's the type of shit that I hella don't. That's like a position I never want to be put in.
Right.
Like, to be able to have to fucking perform something that I fucking think is trash.
Fuck.
You know
bro, if I had, look, this is my thing. Like, I know these days, especially, like, the way things work in your reach and things like that, things work a different way. You know what I'm saying? And right now, like, there's dumbass shit that, like, matters that shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when we create stuff, especially art for most people, they want people to be able to see it and experience it and relate with it and shit like that. So that's the goal, of course. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the push. But like you were saying, like we just really have to be conscious of what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? We have to be aware of everything that we're doing, and I mean, really, my thing is like be happy though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be happy.
Yeah, no, it still has to be fun and shit. Like you still have like don't. Who said it? Don't let the struggle make your heart harder. I think Mick Jenkins. Like, don't let the struggle make your heart harder. Like,
it's too clean.
Especially because, like, how can I say it? Like, I'm starting to get to the point now with anything that I do that I understand that the work is the journey.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't skip that.
Yeah.
Like,
there's no shortcuts.
There's no shortcuts. At least there's like not for the results that you really want.
Yeah.
Because like what you really want is to never be surprised, right? Like, what you really want is to, like, put yourself in enough situations with your fucking craft or art to the point where you're like, oh, I'm, like, even if you still have a certain, like, anxiety or anything about what you're doing, you've been in a certain situation before. You're like, oh, no, I got this. Like, this is just like fucking when I was fucking over here and fucking, you know, they were fucking booing me or whatever the fuck, you know, whatever the fuck.
You've been in harder situations. Like, it's weird, you know, because like, I don't know, man. It's like I enjoy it so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is something where I feel like the people die out. You know what I'm saying? And it's like really like those that love it enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
I'm getting to a point where I'm just like trying to be punk rock with everything, to where I'm just like, even like that's why I have like such abusive fucking relationship with my fucking audience, to where I'm just like
calling them raggedy bitches.
To me, it is a fight because it's just like, oh, I'm way more in this fight. I'm like Stan Marsh, like, hey, you raggedy bitch, I didn't hear no bell. Like, I'm in this shit way fucking harder than you fucking bitches can ever be.
One of my favorite episodes.
Go ahead and try to be a fan, because I'm gonna fucking be here for longer than you will be, kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's you raggedy bitch, you raggedy bitch,
raggedy fucking bitch.
Try to be loyal. I'll be around longer than you.
I feel you. I feel you on that, man. I kind of used to be like that, but I kind of chilled a little bit because
somebody has to be good cop.
It's not even that. It's just like just even in my even in my music. Like I was told that listening to my music sounds like you're being reprimanded. And shouts to my boy Pariah. He said that to me in a battle.
Love-hate relationship.
And I know that that's my brother, man. And even though he said that in the context of a battle, just for him to be able to come up with that as a legitimate angle, like made me kind of look at my own art and kind of reflect on it. Like that I could actually see how that is a legitimate thing to say, and like because you're able to he was able to make an angle out of it. So
that's the best thing about especially what you guys do to me is like a lot of the creativity, especially with angles in itself. And when you apply that, like whenever I used to write, it was always from a personal level.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I learned like you can make people feel certain ways by saying certain things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I use that. Like, I won't always say something because I personally feel that way. I want you to feel a certain way because this is where I'm trying to take you to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's kind of what I do, like, as far as like, but still there's so much reflection and it's therapeutic that comes along with that, because like I said, I wrote a song about narcissism, and then I'm thinking like, damn, do I do that? What does it go? I'm right, you're wrong. What is that? You're off, I'm on.
See, but I think,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, it's, people can relate with it still.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because that's where you're tapping into just being like,
it's like
that whole removing yourself from the equation and being able to tell a bigger picture.
Yeah,
to
it's
where
like,
it becomes relatable.
It's like
to the point where like everybody can be like, do I do that?
Right.
I even heard some shit like, what was it, Dr. Phil on Joe Rogan, where he said like some sort of question about like, do you ever regret like having these crazy people on, like, who, you know, like don't get whatever lesson you're trying to like help them with or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he was saying like more often than not, it's more about the viewers that like call in or write in and be like, you know what, when this person was on, I recognize that within myself. So it's like, even if the guests themselves, like, they're not really, he's not really trying to win over the guests. So
Right.
to say it's a fucking.
It's more of an awareness.
It's for the listeners mostly.
They're like, the guest is just a vessel to fucking get the message out, pretty much.
So what's Wendy Williams' excuse?
Man, that fucking
bitch.
just being a fucking raggedy bitch.
Being a
That's what it
raggedy,
is, man.
You raggedy bitch.
She's fucking the scum of society, man. Like doesn't even really deserve much acknowledgement. But I think like we talked about this the last time you were on our show back when we were recording our shit in the living room,
which is on www.patreon.com/MVR live.
Yeah, this is not Quinn's first rodeo.
Yeah, not
on
at
here.
all.
All the backlogs episode on there for only $2, you raggedy bitch.
Gang,
We
gang.
got more shit coming soon.
Yeah, like we were talking about how in your music, like I mean, obviously, like an artist, especially for a rap artist, they kind of think of making music like from their perspective, like most of the time. But for songs like that, like you almost have to take yourself out of yourself and to really speak from another perspective other than your own.
Speaking your inner Drake, that's what I had to do.
Yeah.
Fuck Drake.
And
Drake's a narcissist, bro, and that's where I was like, okay.
Fool's a minor groomer.
But
hell
like,
yeah,
but like
no forgiveness, dishonor to your family.
But we were kind of talking about, I think, how like you got to look at it more like you're playing a role in a movie. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to kind of not be yourself. You have to play a certain role to get a certain point across.
Right.
You know
I
what
had
mean?
songs where my girl would get mad at me because she'd hear me like in the room like rehearsing it, and she'd be like, "Oh, that's how you feel," and it's like, "Nah, this is
that's how you feel,
this
really?
is the song, you know, it's
Fucking
not,
out the loyalty
but
right
you
now.
think you hear it from someone, you like, oh, that's personal. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, man. Like when I was really young and naive, like I used to think shit like that. Like, oh, if this person is like talking about a certain situation, I would think, oh, has this person actually like lived through this before? Like, is this really a real thing? Like, but that was when I was young and fucking stupid, right?
Yeah.
Like it wasn't until later when I grew up and like learned about like how artistry works. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you know, when you're a kid, like even when you like watch movies and shit and you see fucking a character die, you're like, oh shit, you think they died in real life.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's not even a fucking case. Like, you know, it took me a while as a kid to learn that, you know, that movies weren't real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
same here.
It took me a while, you know, and when first time I found out the fucking Ninja Turtles were just men in masks and suits of fucking turtles.
I know.
Yeah,
man.
I was like, you know,
still,
finding out Santa ain't real type shit.
You know what's weird?
What
I must block those moments out of my memory after they happen. Like they're hella traumatic.
Fuck out here, Aziz. What the fuck wrong with you, man?
I don't remember finding out. that
Wendy Williams thick as fuck.
No, my bad. What are you saying?
Oh
no. My bad, man. I just had to call that out, man. Come on, man.
That's what it is.
Who mans is this, B?
Whose mans?
Come on, Assad.
Whose mans is this?
Yo,
anyway?
whose mans is Assad?
Get your mans, man.
Get your man. Whoever this guy.
Get
whose
your
mans
mans,
is,
man.
Man,
wow.
Yo, we need to drop that meme of Math Hoffa, but that guy's face, and he's like, "Yo, son, get out this group, son." Yo, someone drop that on him right now. But my bad, man. To your point about what were you saying? You were saying some kind of point. You were on a point. You were saying something.
What were we talking about?
Oh,
we were talking about how
cha real smooth.
And when
Slide again.
God damn it, Assad, man, you fucked us up with that shit.
Well, shit. All the more better. We'll probably fucking segue into fucking, you know, play all out on a song from the boy. Like we said, fucking
play some dope shit, man. I'm playing them trash. No, I'm just playing. All this shit's dope, man.
Yeah, all this shit's dope, but he got more music coming out soon.
Oh man, you guys ain't, man.
Are you dropping that? What, Spotify or
everything?
Everything.
It's gonna be on every goddamn
Bar Simpson.
thing. Look, go to my YouTube. Please subscribe. I need more subscribers.
What's that called again? The
This
YouTube
is Quen.
bit?
This is Quen. Better be there. If it ain't
You know
there,
what?
you guys just create a YouTube.
I was looking for your.
That's
fucking,
probably why. That's okay. That's why I couldn't find it. Okay.
Oh, this is Quen.
This is Quen. All one word. Wait, you got songs on here too?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Let's just play something off here then.
Oh, you want to play something dope?
Yeah, I want to play something. Would you? Oh, you got videos?
You know what? I was looking for your body
no,
song,
oh,
man.
shit.
Yeah, let's
What
play.
happened to your body song?
let's play
I don't know.
some-
I don't know
let's
if
some-
I was able to find it
Oh,
on
the
here.
body song?
Yeah,
nah,
the
see,
bodies
look.
on bodies on bodies. Yeah, I was
That
looking for that
song,
shit.
I wanted to shoot a dope ass video for it before I drop it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So that's
dude,
why-
man, how long has that been, man?
I
You
know.
gotta.
I know.
Yo, come on, Quinn.
That's Louis
Quinn.
right there. Look at Louis.
That body song we talking about, we used that
Which
on the episode you were on with us. Like he used it at the tail end of it to
Yeah,
promote.
yeah.
Yeah, I was
That's been
mad.
that long, man.
Did I tell you guys why that happened?
What?
That body
Subscribe
body
to the
song?
boy.
No.
So somebody told me, hey Quinn.
That you had a girlfriend who looked like a boyfriend that I had in February.
No,
Wow.
that's not what they told me.
Wow.
Look, this is what they told me. Hey Quinn.
I don't know where the fuck that's.
Hey Quinn, somebody's hating on you, and I think they should have respect for you, but they're hating on you. And you know, I'm just letting you know. I was like, who was it? He's like, I ain't gonna say all that. And I was like, man, fuck this, man. I ain't trying to do all that high school shit. But I was like, whoever it was, I'm gonna just do a song, because that's what I always do. I just write, do a song. And so then I did that song because I didn't know who to direct it to. So I just, you know what I'm saying, did the song. It was just like, whatever, you know what I'm saying. But and it was on like that, I'll fuck some shit up type shit, and it was weird to even go back to like that type of energy too. But
Nah, but like the thing that like you used like a beat that that sounded modern. You know what I'm saying, that wasn't on some super simple backpacker sample loop for like 2-bar loop type shit. Like you were using some shit that was modern sounding, but like the thing you was rapping on it.
Hey, that's most of my newer shit has very current. It's my boy Zim Beats. I went to high school with this dude. He's one of the most dopest fucking beat maker, producers, persons that you can find. Like, he's just fucking super dope. But
I like this. Quinn can
for a
fly
minute.
all aboard on this ego trip.
Yeah. Pretty soon that's going to be Bar Simpson. Bar Simpson's about to drop first. Got a lot of stuff lined up for after that. Bar Simpson is a project me and Wes Craven have been working on for a minute, but we're finally able to shoot the visuals for it, and that's going to be the first thing where we drop finally. But yeah, man, I'm super excited going forward.
What's a good video that you? Which one's the best one to play out the end of this?
Probably that Dirty Hands. I always like that one. That's
Yeah.
the homie. That's the homie Dre. He does artwork and shit, and he did a drawing for me, and I fucking did a little fucking time lapse of it. But the songs, I always love that song though too.
Fuck yeah.
Right. And we definitely got to work, man. One
Absolutely.
day. I know we talked about it before, but we definitely got to work, man.
We're gonna make that happen.
Just I don't know if y'all talked about it earlier, but the way how we met Quinn at first was at a show in Sac.
Yep.
Me and Fox were we were doing a performance there, and you were one of the other cats that was on the card for the the performance lineup, and like I just remember like seeing you perform, and like when I was hearing your rapping and shit, and I was like, oh shit, hold up, man, this guy's actually like rapping, like
That's
real
dope.
for real. Like that was the first thing I noticed about you.
I always love that reaction too, because some people are like,
I remember you got me hyped though too.
they'll be like, hey, you're actually good, like, cause they don't expect it, and I think
that's the thing,
dope,
because like a lot of acts get put on like these days, a lot of them you just kind of expect them to come with that same cookie cutter shit. You know what I'm saying? But you were kind of like you had some shit that was like catchy also, but your execution and everything else, like with how you were doing it, was like I noticed that you were on some your technical shit also, and that was like the type of shit that I tend to gravitate towards in terms of like lyrics and how shit is written.
Thank you, I appreciate
so
that.
like that was one of the very first things I noticed, and like, I even I turned to Fox and I was like, yo man, this is, like he noticed it too, because I was like, "Yo, this dude's fucking dope," and Fox was like, "Yeah, good." And that's when we, that's when we, shook your hand after and shit, and gave you your props and shit.
I do remember
and like
that.
we linked up from
I remember
there.
you guys performing on stage too, because I actually I didn't know then that you were the same one. I had seen that battle from you before I met you, and didn't know that was you.
Which battle?
it was like a battle. It had hella views on it.
Was it the Asian battle? Me versus Dumbfounded?
Probably.
Did it have over 1 million views? That's my only million view battle.
Yeah, that's probably it probably was that. It probably was that. I remember you saying some very fucking critical ass shit. Like it was like enough to make me remember. Like I was like, whoa. And then later on, like I didn't know that was you. I didn't know that was you performing. And then later on, everything like I was like, oh, that's him. Oh, that's. And then I think I tagged you one time. I was like, is this you? And you're like, it was a minute ago.
Damn, I'm not sure if I remember that tag.
It was a minute ago. Or maybe I didn't tag you even, actually. Maybe I seen it and I was like, that's Sandra.
I mean, if you did tag me, it would probably be in your activity log somewhere that you could like search up or whatever. You could definitely link me if you did.
I smoke a lot, you know what I'm saying? I definitely knew it was you, and I was like, oh shit, man, that's crazy. But no, I was definitely impressed that night. I was like, because you never know what to expect. You know, you go, you see a lot of dudes.
Yeah.
So I always appreciate when there's someone that's dope there.
Yeah, likewise, man.
Yeah, no,
let me shake your hand again, bro.
Yeah, no, we definitely fucks with you.
Man.
Like I said earlier, you're always welcome back on the show, especially when Bar System drops. If you ever want to come through, we can fucking run a couple tracks on here and vibe out.
Love Bar Simpson. Look, Bar Simpson's fucking like a 9-minute video.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's like 9 minutes, and it's just fucking, it's dope. Me and Wes Craven started this thing called 16 Bar Seminar where he just gives me a beat, and it's just a 16 on the beat, right?
Fire.
Then it switches to another one. And so the whole thing is just like a story in a way. Like it just changes. It changes up. So that shit's it's going to drop real soon. I just have to get all the last pieces ready.
Fuck yeah.
A lot of background shit.
Fuck yeah.
You know, subscribe to a brother. Show a brother some love.
Fuck off. It's Bars Simpson.
Yeah, go check out
BARS.
Go
Simpson.
follow the boy.
Bars.
Pretty much everywhere on online at Quen916.
Peace out, Bandar.
If not that, this is Quen on YouTube right there. We got it popped up for you on the channels right there. We're gonna play out on the end of this episode. This is Dirty Hands by the boy Quen right here. Ooh. If there's anything you guys,
Pixie,
anything y'all want to fucking say before we say goodnight to the folks?
Man, much love. Thank you guys for having me first and foremost.
No,
man.
thanks for coming through, man.
Y'all, man. Shout out to my boy Lou for mobbing out here with me. He's been a road dog since the day one. It's the day one over here. He's on there right there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Is that you with the 50-second clip?
Yep, that's a little thing we shot in my living room.
Damn, man, why are you so angry in there, man? What was that, man? Were you playing a role too? You were playing the part? Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
He's supposed to be moody.
That's what we were talking about. We're talking about roles, the roles we play in our music and shit. Before we got cut off by Wendy Williams' thick ass or whatever the fuck.
That's what we were talking about.
The roles we play. Yeah, the roles.
Exactly.
So you played the role of an alien. And that was
exactly.
Took a lot of method acting that y'all don't even know about.
Some different shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But fuck yeah.
Bar Simpson. Shouts to everybody that donated also and everybody else.
Shout out to, as always, shout out to Xanac. Shout out to Pixie. Pixie's always holding us down in the
Bandar,
chat.
Assad, Aziz.
Bandar.
Fuck off.
Zan, Blue donated in on the chat.
Thanks for mobbing with
always
us.
Thanks for the love, guys. Like I said,
you
fucks with us, go fucks with the boy Quen.
Please.
Murderverse Radio. We up in this motherfucker and we doing the thing.
Tune
in to Floating with Flo tomorrow night on this channel at 9 p.m.
Same bad channel.
Fucking same bad channel, same bad place.
Island stand up.
Bing bang boom, you raggedy fucking bitch.
This is Quen.
Good night, folks.
Are you playing it? Oh, okay, you doing the full screen?
Bang that. All right.
Play it.
Bang that. Dirty hands till we filthy rich.
Money in my pocket, I'm not stopping till I get more. All I see is options, all that other shit I ignore. Cash rules everything around me with $1 and a dream. It's like my halo hula hooping on a pitchfork. Bringing back the backstory, homie was a rap for it. Talking to them people, now it's granny getting smacked for it. This is where we from and this is really where we at, boy. And if we never had it, you can't tell us how to act for it. Lil' partner had a pistol, then he got pinched. Baby mama and his kids been missing out since. She had a friend of a friend, he was pimping, had her stripping, now she tricking out tricks. She said she had to get her hands dirty. Dirty hands till we filthy rich. Dirty hands till we filthy rich. Dirty hands till we filthy